Happy Friday, Caldwell. It has been a heavy week for many of us, and I want to devote the entirety of my video today talking about campus security. So there's three things I want to touch on. I want to touch on some things that we've already been doing, some things that we're starting to do, and some things that we're looking at implementing in the future. We are so privileged to have the campus that our students come to learn on here every single day, and we want to have a proper balance of freedom of movement outside. Students are at recess right now, our students have lunch outdoors, but also with making sure that we're taking into account procedures and practices that are prudent for us to be as safe as we can here at Caldwell Academy. So some things that we've been doing. Twice this year already, we've engaged in training for our faculty and staff with members of the State Bureau of Investigation and the U.S. State Department to provide best practices in training and procedures so that our staff is equipped with what they need should anything ever occur here on campus. We've installed security fencing along the entire length of the back part of campus adjacent to Straw Hat Road. Our grammar building, as you can see behind me, we've put some new key locks and enhanced technology for security purposes around the entire grammar building and our new modular system as well. In the summertime, the GPD comes to Caldwell Academy and engages in training exercises. We love to provide that for them. It also adds the benefit to us of them being more familiar with our campus layout. Let me tell you some things that we've started doing this week. One, as your students may have shared with you, we've begun locking classroom doors as a requirement across campus. It's something that we've recommended in the past, but we've made that a requirement now moving forward. We've also asked for a higher visibility presence from law enforcement as they've been on our campus. So you may have noticed in pickup at the end of the day, out in the median, we've had their cars parked just so that we can very clearly signal that we have that security presence here on our campus. And I want to tell you about some things that we're going to be doing looking forward. We're exploring the possibility of some security film that we would install in our glass doorways. We have several of those across campus that would be shatterproof. So that's something that we're looking at right now. We are also looking at securing our perimeter on the front of campus. We had some really nice conversations this week on what that could look like. So those conversations are well underway. And we've made a commitment to providing electronic access to our buildings for our dialectic and rhetoric students as they come and go and change classes. Their freedom of movement takes them between different buildings. And so there's some things that we can provide for them that will allow us to keep our buildings secure and them to have entry to go in and out of the buildings. So, heavy week, but I want to let you know that is our commitment to continue to do what we can, and this has been top of our priority list this week, but it's not uncommon for us to have this as a topic of regular conversation, and it will be going forward. So as we go into the weekend, and we just have one more week before we go on Easter break, I would just invite you to continue to pray for the Covenant School. They have weeks and months ahead of them of grieving and challenges. And Scripture is really clear to us as believers that there's a time for every season, and the time right now is for us to mourn with those who mourn. So I invite you and call you in to be a part of that with me. And as we go into the weekend, I know that makes us and helps us love our children and what we have with them a little bit closer as well. So that's all for now. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. This will be shared in more information in Eagles Call tomorrow, so please reference that. But I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.